Lone Wolf Prologue Part 2.
Every muscle screamed. My shirt stuck to my back with sweat. I turned, and that's when I smelled him. Not Pack. Not Ridgway. Not anybody I recognized. The crowd parted without realizing they were doing it. Instinct made space. He stood near the far fence, half in shadow. Hands in his pockets. Black hoodie. Dark jeans. No pack mark on his neck. No visible symbol. No claim. Just presence. Heavy. Quiet. Watching. Our eyes met. For half a second. The world narrowed. Not like the bond. Not heat. Not pull. Pressure. Like standing too close to a storm before thunder hits. His gaze slid from my face to the blood on my hand. Then back. Slow. Assessing. He didn't look sorry. He didn't look curious. He looked aware. Like he already knew something nobody else here did. Someone brushed past me. The moment broke. By the time I looked again, he was gone. No scent trail. No footsteps. Nothing. Move, Omega. Brandon shoved my shoulder. I didn't fall. But I stumbled. Enough to make them laugh. I walked. Not fast. Not slow. Just forward. Straight through the space they opened like I was something dirty they didn't want touching them. I didn't look back. Not at Jackson. Not at Kira. Not at the Alpha. If I turned around now, I would remember him the wrong way. I wouldn't do that to myself. The walk home took 15 minutes. I counted my steps for the first 3 blocks. Always have. Habit from when I was little. Helps keep panic quiet. Mom taught me that. Before the hospital. Before the machines. Before the empty room that still smells like her soap, if I stand too long by the door. Our place sits on the edge of Ridgway territory. Last street before the dead zone. Old buildings. Broken lights. Painted over pack symbols fatting on brick walls. Once you cross that line, no pack claims you. Only loners. Only trouble. Only people who don't get help when things go bad. Perfect spot for an Omega nobody wants. I unlocked the door. The hinge screamed. Same as always. Inside, the lights were off. Good. I didn't feel like pretending I was okay in front of anyone. My little brother's shoes sat by the couch. One missing lace. Again. He never ties them right. I kicked mine off and leaned my head against the door. Just for 1 second. That was all I allowed. My phone buzzed. Once. Then again. Group chat. Pack kids. Somebody already clipped the ceremony. Low angle. My face clear. Jackson's voice clean. I reject the bond. I deleted the thread. Blocked 3 numbers. Muted everything else. The burn under my collarbone flared again. Not sharp now. Dull. Like something dying slow. I walked to the bathroom. Pulled my shirt aside. The mark had surfaced. Thin. Broken. Incomplete. A warped crescent. Not the full bond symbol. Not the clean version girls show off when their mates claim them at parties. Just enough to tell the world what I lost. I pressed 2 fingers to it. Not gentle. If you're gonna hurt me, I whispered to my own body, do it all the way. Silence. No wolf. No answer. I washed the blood off my hand. Watched it swirl down the drain. Orange soda stain still streaked across my sneakers from lunch. I hadn't noticed until now. Funny what sticks. I changed into a hoodie. Sat on my bed. The broken wolf mural across the alley stared through my window. Someone painted it years ago. Cracked ribs. Missing eye. Still standing. I used to like it. Tonight it felt personal. The knock came at my door just after 10. Not the front door. My window. 3 soft taps. Then one harder. I froze. Nobody comes to this side of the street after dark unless they're stupid or desperate. I moved slow. Pulled the curtain back an inch. It was him. The one from the fence. The shadow. The no-pack wolf. He stood on the fire escape like it belonged to him. Same hoodie. Same unreadable face. Streetlight barely touched his cheek. "You gonna keep starring," he said quietly, "or you gonna open it?" My heartbeat didn't race. It slowed. That scared me more. "You followed me." "Yeah." No excuse. No smile. Just truth. I slid the window up. Cold air rushed in. "You're not Ridgway," I said. "No." His eyes flicked to my mark. Not hungry. Not greedy. Measuring. "They shouldn't have done that to you." The way he said it mattered. Not pity. Fact. "You watching ceremonies for fun now." He tilted his head. A small movement. "You don't look like someone who's done." Something sharp twisted in my chest. "You don't know anything about me." A corner of his mouth lifted. Not friendly. Not cruel. Amused. "I know you didn't beg." Silence pressed between us. Not awkward. Heavy. Important. "What do you want?" I asked. He stepped closer to the window. Not touching. Respecting the edge. "You crossed territory lines walking home." My stomach dropped. That street isn't marked. It is to the people who matter. I didn't look away. Then why didn't anyone stop me? His eyes darkened. "They were busy watching you break." The words landed clean. No sugar. No softening. I hated how much I appreciated that. "I'm not packless," I said. He didn't argue. Didn't agree. Just watched. "You are now." I swallowed. "You got a name?" "Yeah." He waited. So did I. Finally. East. That was it. No last name. No claim. No history offered. "Why are you here, East?" He leaned his shoulder against the brick. Relaxed. Like danger was a rumor that never applied to him. Because Ridgway doesn't throw away something that's strong unless they're scared. I laughed under my breath. "You didn't see me on my knees." "I saw you stand up." The words slid under my skin. Found space. Stayed. My brother shifted in his room down the hall. The floor creaked. Real life tugged me back. "You should go," I said. "You don't belong here." He looked past me. At my room. At the mural. At the narrow street. "At you," he said. "That's the problem." A chill crawled up my arms. Not fear. Recognition. "You a recruiter now?" I asked. "For what?" His gaze sharpened. "People who don't fit." The quiet stretched. Somewhere down the block, a car engine turned over. Music thumped faint through walls. Normal night. Wrong moment. "You're bleeding," he said. I glanced at my hand. I'd reopened the cut. Didn't notice. Didn't care. He reached into his pocket. Tossed something through the window. A clean bandage. Wrapped. Still sealed. I stared at it on my bed. When I looked back up, he was already stepping down the fire escape. "East," I called. He paused. Didn't turn. "This street isn't safe," he said. Neither was his voice. Then he disappeared into the dark between buildings, like he'd never been real at all. I closed the window. Locked it. Sat back down. The bandage waited on my bed. So did the burn. So did the quiet where my wolf used to be. Tonight didn't end my life. It changed the shape of it. Jackson thought he erased me. Ridgway thought I'd fade. They were wrong. But I wouldn't understand how yet. Not until the lone wolf came back for me. And next time, I wouldn't be on my knees.